Welcome back. Let's tab our 2026 ICD-10-CM. Alright, so this one came with its own tabs. Just like the CPT, it's in the very front of the book. You can't find them. They're probably stuck to this by static. Mine is no longer in there because I choose to rip it out for easier access while I am tabbing. I also have no use for it afterwards. So let's get into it. As usual, I created my own tab out of these spare tabs for the table of contents. Okay. Again, good reference point. Awesome reference point. Next, we have our guidelines for the 2026 version. Remember, this one went into effect the 1st of October. So you might want to call the school and let them know if you haven't received your ebook or your physical copy yet. And see about getting that, because you are going to need this for the CPB coding exam. All right. G1 is where the guidelines are. G1, it's the page right after the table of contents. Next, we have practical steps for using the ICD-10-CM book and symbols and conventions. I have instructions and symbol and conventions labeled on the same page because that is exactly what these are on page 2 and 3. Next, we have anatomical illustrations. Highly suggest doing this, like I've said in every other video. Unless you are very familiar with every part of the body and every organ and what it does and where it's at, I suggest labeling this and taking a bunch of notes about each of these sections. It's very in-depth. This starts on page 5. Again, we are in the 2026 ICD-10 book. If you have the 2025 that you are trying to label, go to the 2025 video. All right. Next, alpha index. As usual, I have it labeled. You can choose to label it. You don't have to label it. They provide you with the labels for this section. Alpha index starts on page 39. Page 39, 39. Along with your alpha index tab, you are going to put tab A. I'm going to run through these very quickly. That is page 39, 39. Next, we have B. B as in Bravo, page 75, 75. Page C, section C, page 85, 85. C as in Charlie. D. D as in Delta, page 119, 119. E as in Echo, section E, page 165, 165. Section F. F is in Foxtrot, page 179, 179. G is in Golf, page 195, 195. H is in Hotel, page 201, 201. I is in India, page 217, 217. J through L on page 241, 241. Juliet through Lima. M as in Mike, page 253, 253. N as in November, page 267, 267. O is in Oscar, page 273, 273, 273. Next, we have P. P is in Papa. This is on page 283. 283. Next, we have Q through R. Quilt through Romeo. Quilt through Romeo. Page 309. 309. Next, we have S. S is in Sierra. Page 317. 317. Next, we have T. T is in Tango. Page 343. 343. Yeah, sorry, blanked. U through V, uniform through Victor, page 355, 355. And last but not least, we have W through Z, whiskey through Zulu, starting on page 363, 363. All right, so now that we've done that, next section is table of neoplasmas. This starts on page 367, 367. You should already have a pre-made tab that says neoplasmas tables or table on it. Next, on page 379, 379, we have our table of drugs. 379, table of drugs and chemicals. Your tab says table of drugs. Next, we have index to external cause of injury. Okay. Very small section. I know, weird. I didn't label it. I might. I don't know yet. We'll see. But external cause index starts on page 427, 427. All right, tabular list. Tabular list. Page 465, 465. This is also where your A codes are going to start. You have a tab that says A codes. I'm not going to say codes in front of all of these. I'm just going to say A, B, C, and go through. So A codes, page 465, along with your tabular list tab. Mine are across the top. All right, B is in Bravo. B is in Bravo starts on 477, 477. C is in Charlie, 489, 489. D is in Delta, 519, 519, 519. E is in Echo, 547, 547. F is in Foxtrot, 571, 571. G is in Golf, 609, 609. H is in Hotel, 675, 675. I is in India, 697, 697. J codes. J is in Juliet, 747, 747. All right. K is in Kilo, 765, 765. L is in Lima, 793, 793. M is in Mike, 823, 823, 823. N is in November. Page 921, 921. O is in Oscar. Page 949, 949. P is in Papa. Page 987, 987. Q is in Quilt. 999, 999. R is in Romeo. 1021, 1021. S is in Sierra. 1043, 1043. T is in Tango. 1177, 1177. V, your V codes. V is in Victor. Page 1261, 1261. W codes. W is in Whiskey. 1299, 1299. X is in X-ray. Page 1311, 1311. Y is in Yo-Yo. 1317, 1317. Z is in Zulu. Z is in Zulu. I know we skipped over U. We are getting there. Zulu is on 1345, 1345. And there are your U codes. U codes are on page 1385. U is in uniform. It is a singular page. All right. And then this is where your appendixes are. I believe you have only 2 still. Yeah, you only have 2 appendixes. So if you wanted to label both these, you were more than welcome to. If you feel comfortable knowing that they're just there, that's cool too. So thank you. If you have any questions, please feel free to reach out. And I would be happy to assist as best as I can. Take care.